everyone, welcome back to Tea Time with Aloha and Coco. I'm Vicky and today we have a Trollstice event. So because Trolls World Tour is set to release on digital on June 23rd and then on Blu-ray and DVD on July 7th, we are going to be creating a Trolls menu in honor of what appears to be our favorite movie of the time. Today I'm going to go ahead and create a number of things that you guys can do with your babies at home to celebrate the release of Trolls World Tour. Now if you're anything like we are, you've probably rented Trolls World Tour about, I don't know, 600-700 times. So we're very excited for the release of the movie. So to be part of our Tea Time family, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and you'll be notified if you click the bell as well when we come up with new videos. So make sure you do that. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so we're gonna get started with our first Trolls snack. The reason I wanted to do this first is because it's so quick and easy. It doesn't require any prep time. It doesn't require anything. This cost me $2 and this is gonna be fantastic for that quick little snack, a little dessert after your kids' meals. So what you're gonna need are these little gold cup paper cups. You could get these at the Dollar Tree. It comes in a pack of 10 and you're going to need cotton candy in general. You can get cotton candy anywhere, but I picked this up from the Dollar Tree. This is the best cotton candy I've had from like stores. So that's it. That's the only two things you're gonna need. And we are going to be replicating this troll. Now those are my favorite trolls from all trolls. I'm obsessed with this particular troll. I think that like the main troll for this community of trolls is called Trolls Art, and he's a troll of classical music. So that's what we're gonna be replicating today. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our little gold cups out. I like these because they're gold inside and out. And you're just gonna separate them. This is a great activity to do with your kids because you're going to see that with this particular cotton candy, it comes in a lot of pastel colors. So it would be really, really nice for them to get the cotton candy, put some gloves on them, and then have them separate the cotton candy because this cotton candy comes in like the colors twirled, but well enough that you can kind of separate the colors. Okay, so now I'm gonna open up the Charms Fluffy Stuffed Cotton Candy. Candy looks like, and as you can see, it comes in a whole bunch of pastel colors, which reminds me so much of this particular troll because all of their hair, they have little golden bodies and then all of their hair is pastel colored, which is my favorite. Okay guys, so now that I have all of my golden cups here, I'm going to get the cotton candy and start dividing it by color. So this is the first and it's this pastel mint green. So I'm gonna get a chunk of it and I'm kind of just going to place it inside. You guys can fluff it up a little bit. And there you have one color. Okay guys, so this is how they ended up looking. I think that they look super cute, and to create that illusion of trolls, I think this is a great little snack. I think that it's adorable. But most importantly, I think that it's great for portion control for kids. You don't want to expose them to too much sugar, but if you're going to do a little something like a little party and it's going to be trolls themed, how cute would these look on like one of those little platters, like the cupcake holders? I just think it's like the perfect little touch. And if you wanted to add a little something extra, you can definitely do like the little pretzel sticks, maybe cover them in like a gold, what do you call it? Like icing. You can just buy like regular white icing, dip it, cover it maybe with like gold little glitter, and it could be like the little, I forgot the name of it now, but like the little music stick that the conductor uses. And you know, you can add it up there, but I love these. I love they came out. I love the way that they came out. And I think, like I said before, it's a perfect little touch. Up next, we're going to be creating a dip. Now this dip requires a whole bunch of things, and I'll show you right now. It's gonna require some funfetti, so if you guys can get your hands on one of these, funfetti cake mix. You're going to need some Cool Whip. You're gonna need some vanilla. You're gonna need some food coloring. Now when it comes to food coloring, I've tried a whole bunch of food coloring. The best one in my opinion, is this neon food coloring. And the reason I like this neon food coloring so much is because it truly does embody like the pastel colors. It doesn't necessarily look neon. It does give it like the pastel look, which is what we're aiming for. You're gonna need some vanilla yogurt and then some cookies of your choice so that you can eat the dip. I chose to get these Nilla cookies. You're gonna need a large bowl to mix all the contents. And then later you're going to need 4 to 5 separate bowls. I'm basically guiding myself by the amount of different food colorings I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 different colors, so I got 4 different bowls. So let's get started with the Trolls dip. So I'm opening up the Funfetti box, and I'm gonna be pouring the entire Funfetti cake mix into the bowl. Okay, so now that we have the Funfetti cake mix in the bowl, you're not gonna add any like eggs or anything like that. It's not gonna be like you're adding the ingredients to make the cake. You're just using the powder. Next, you're gonna use a ½ cup of vanilla yogurt. We chose this brand. You can go with any brand, just make sure that it's vanilla yogurt. Okay, so I just added the vanilla yogurt in there. Now we're gonna do 2 cups of Cool Whip Light, it says in the ingredients. We went with just regular Cool Whip because ain't nobody got time for light. Okay guys, so I have my fluffy Cool Whip. I'm gonna do 1 cup, a little bit more than a cup. We are, because if not, we're gonna mess up the ingredients. Okay, and now I'm gonna go with a 2nd cup. Yeah, this looks really healthy. Now, the last ingredient that we're going to add before we start the mixing process is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Camera, there we go. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We got the McCormick Premium Vanilla flavor, and I'll let you know how. I don't know, sometimes I lose my normal accent and I start talking like I'm from New York. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I do it all the time. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of the vanilla, and then I'll show you what the bowl looks like before we start mixing. Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you what the bowl looks like. So it's a whole lot of ingredients. I do recommend, if you're not into like the whole sugar stuff and feeding your kids sugar, then, you know, probably, definitely save it because this is something nice. But if you're doing the Trolls premiere like we are, like when we finally buy the movie, I do want to sit the girls down. I want to have arts and crafts, and then I want to put all these snacks out so that we can just enjoy it throughout the day watching the film. So now let me grab my handy dandy mixer and let's mix these ingredients up before we start separating to add coloring. Okay guys, so I got my little Cuisinart mint green food mixer, and I am going to get started. I would recommend doing it in the lowest setting. You don't want all this stuff to like pop all over the place, but then again, I'm no Martha Stewart. So here we go. Okay guys, so this is how the dip ended up looking. I just took a handful and I put it, a handful in each bowl. I'd like to say it's about a cup in each bowl. And now I'm gonna start adding food coloring. So I am opening up the neon colors. And as you can see, we have 4. We have the little mint green, we have the baby blue, we have the purple, the lilac, and we have the pastel pink. So I'm gonna start by adding probably 2 dots to each food coloring, to each bowl, so that I can work on the mixing. So I'll see you back here in a second. Okay guys, so now that I've mixed everything up and I've separated by color, you're going to see if you start mixing by hand, it gets a little bit rough. You can just add a little dollop of Cool Whip to soften it up, and it should be fine. So now I'm gonna get all of the mix, put it into a bowl, and add the cookies around it so it's a fun dip. Here we go. Okay guys, so the dip is done, and this is the dip. It is incredibly tasty. You have to be very careful when you start mixing. You don't want to do it too much to a point where it turns into a big fat dough and like your cookies and crackers break. So again, be very light with the mixing. And if I had to describe the flavor of this dip, I would say Dunkaroos. If you guys don't know what Dunkaroos are, or maybe you've heard of it and you don't remember the packaging, here's some Dunkaroos. So I would compare the taste to that. I just think it's incredibly pretty. Definitely something to display when you guys are watching the Trolls movie. I love it, and it tastes very good. I'm kind of like dipped out because I've been trying it as I've been making it, but it's so pretty. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna actually be turning things from sweet to savory, just because we don't really eat this much sugar. We kind of don't. So it's been a lot of sweet, and I'm not a sweet person. I'm very savory. So I wanted to find a way to bring savory rainbows to my children's food choice. So they're very big fans of grilled cheese sandwiches. So we're gonna be making rainbow grilled cheese sandwiches. So you're gonna need some sliced bread and some mozzarella in the little bags. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're actually gonna separate the mozzarella into bowls again. You're gonna use 4 bowls or as many food coloring choices as you want. So I'm gonna separate these bags into 4 separate bowls, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just separated the cheese into these little bowls, and I would say as far as measurements, it would be probably like half a cup. I don't think that you're gonna need more. I'm gonna be making 2 grilled cheese sandwiches for the girls. Now I'm gonna add a dot of food coloring. I would just do 1 dot because it's very minimal what we have to color. If you can even do like half a dot or like just touch it, try to do that, because otherwise it's just a lot of food coloring. So here we go. I'm gonna add the food coloring and I'll let you guys see how it goes. Okay guys, so I finished mixing all the cheese. Now I'm gonna lay the bread on the little grill that I have, and I'm gonna place the cheese in a specific way so when the sandwich is split, it kind of looks like a rainbow. Okay guys, so that's how I positioned the cheese. I made them in lines, and I tried to go by the colors of the rainbow, like whatever I had. So I did red, we didn't have orange, yellow, but we had green, blue, violet. So you can even go smaller amounts of cheese and then do all the colors of the rainbow, but these are the colors I had, and this is what I wanted to work with. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the top layer of bread on top, and I'm gonna toast it for a little while, flip it over, and then I'll show you guys when I cut it through if you guys can see the rainbow. Okay guys, so the grilled cheese is done. I actually sliced it. I haven't looked at it inside, but I wanna show you guys to see. Oh my God, look how pretty. This is definitely what I was looking for. All the girls are gonna love it. So yeah, you have your little grilled cheese, your rainbow grilled cheese. What a cute little surprise for the girls when they open it up. I'm gonna put some chips in here, and then I'm gonna serve them lunch. This is such a great idea, guys. How cute would it be if they opened their lunchbox and in school and that's what they see inside? Love it. Okay guys, so the next little food craft is very simple, and this I recommend for you to give your kids, because this can be something that they do with you while you're creating all these other things. So the next thing that you guys are gonna do, you can give this to your kids. These are the little rock candies, and they're clear, like the white color. I found these at the Dollar Tree. You can get them in Party City, you can get them on Amazon. Basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a brush, you're gonna take food coloring, and you're going to paint it in like the order of a rainbow. So I'm gonna try to do that now, and then I bought an additional 2 so that the girls can do them with me. So here we go. Okay guys, so what I did was I just put like a dot of each of the food coloring, got a little brush, and now I'm going to grab each color and just dab it until I create kind of the look I'm going for. You could do a solid color, you can go with an ombre effect. I'm gonna do rainbow, and I'll be right back to show you guys the outcome. So this is the final product, guys. I went from green, then I mixed the green with the blue a little bit to create that like deep hunter green. Then we went with the pink that actually, since I used so much coloring, it looked like red, purple, then there's like a yellow tone, and then the blue at the end. This would be incredible, not just for the Trolls event that we're gonna have here for the release of the movie, but you can do these for like baby showers if you're into like crystals and things like that. Look how pretty that looks. I'm going to finish this video off by poppy cookies. So to create poppy cookies, you can get sugar cookie mix and some white chocolate chips. You're going to get the white chocolate chips, you're gonna put them in a separate bowl, mix them with blue food coloring, and you're going to get this powder, and once all of the ingredients are in, add a dab of the pink food coloring to create the illusion that this is Poppy, and the little chocolate chips are kind of like the blue in her dress. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm just gonna mix them and mix them. Okay guys, so now I had to pick up my hair, it was just way too much. So now I'm gonna put in the entire pack of sugar cookies, and according to the ingredients, you go ahead and you add 1 egg and a stick of butter. It doesn't have to be a melted stick of butter, but it does have to be soft. So that is what we're gonna add right about now. So I'm gonna mix this up, then I'm gonna add the pink food coloring. I want it to be really, really, really pink, because you know that Poppy's pink is a little bit brighter. It's not a pastel, so let me mix this up, and then I'll get to adding the food coloring. So I went ahead and I did some cookies with chocolate chips embedded within them. And now for the cookies that don't have any chips, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to manually add them so that they stick up in ways that I think would be, you know, the prettiest. Okay guys, so those are the cookies. That's what they look like. I'm gonna slip them into the oven. I'm going to say around 9 to 12 minutes because they have been sitting out for a while. The oven is at 375 degrees, so I'm looking at that 10-minute mark. So let's see how these Poppy cookies turn out. So excited. Okay guys, so the cookies looked incredible. I was looking at them, they were a bright pink. The chocolate chips were so bright blue. I walked away for what I thought was like 2 minutes. No, it ended up being 5 minutes, and I burnt them. They are delicious though. I cannot wait for the movie to come out finally. I'm gonna be making all of these things again, and truthfully, I had such a good time. I love all the colors. I think that it brings such joy, especially for children. So can't wait for the movie to come out. Can't wait to make this all again. And thank you guys so much for joining me. On behalf of the Tea Time family and myself, see you in our next video. Don't forget to click like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll be back.